So, if you're following Depp vs. Heard, you know that Johnny Depp is a pretty good guy. But it seems like the court has it all planned out about what Johnny has done and what he hasn't done as far as good things and bad things. And people say, well, Johnny's no angel, he's done a few things here and there, but really he hasn't done that much according to the court. I think they mention one or two minor offenses of using some drugs and alcohol, but who hasn't? And that's really a nothing. Anyway, it starts out, Factor 1, objective verification. There are no police reports. Annotations by health professionals are not consistent with IPV situation. Evidence, photos and text messages do not support the seriousness of violence disclosed by Ms. Heard. Some of the evidence is incompatible with Ms. Heard's statements, meaning she didn't tell those statements truthful, which we know because she's not a truthful person if you take a look at her life and if you take a look at the UK case. So that's pretty easy, but that's number 1. Factor 2, pattern of abuse complaints. Ms. Heard was not isolated at any time during her relationship with Mr. Depp. She disclosed to multiple persons that Mr. Depp had been abusive to her. However, the inaction of all these persons, some of them very close to her, raises the suspicion that she was not believed. Not believed, or didn't even say anything to anybody except her friends and the people close to her, and I guess a few random people that are meaningless. Then they go on to the be safer part of the document. Serious physical violence. There is no evidence of serious physical violence by Mr. Depp against a partner or other person besides what was reported by Ms. Heard. And there's one where people say, well, maybe he didn't abuse them, but he abused Amber. Well, in court, that's a theory. And in court, what matters is the facts of the past. And the facts of the past are that Johnny Depp did not abuse anybody ever. A big fat 0 on abuse. And number 2, serious violent threats, does mention something that Johnny did. However, Johnny did it in privacy and not to Amber, and that's the main point. During their 3-year relationship, Mr. Depp proclaimed once in a text message that he would seriously hurt Ms. Heard. However, the message was never sent to Ms. Heard, nor meant to be seen by her, and that's exactly what I said. It was private between friends. It was probably a gross exaggeration, a spur-of-the-moment thing, and not an actual serious threat. And I'm really glad the court's picking up on all this stuff that I've been saying, that we've been thinking, that you've been saying for a very long time. Number 3, escalation of violence or threats. Beyond Ms. Heard's statements, there is no indication of violence committed by Mr. Depp against her, and the implicit threat disclosed to a friend in a text message was not repeated as shown by the evidence available. Number 4, violation of civil or criminal court orders. There is no record or otherwise indication of violation of civil court orders. So that means Johnny followed all the orders of the court, and Amber, while I don't think she actually seriously violated them, she did play some games with the court. I think she was late a few times. She wasn't perfect like Johnny was, put it that way. But I digress because I'm not really exactly sure on the technical ends of her following the rules on the court. Negative attitudes about spousal assault. There is no evidence that Mr. Depp has ever been misogynist, sexist, or demonstrated negative attitudes, beliefs, or personal values about domestic violence. I would say no shit, but I don't want to be rude. So, yeah, you guys got it. Number 6, other serious criminality. Mr. Depp has no record of serious criminality. Case closed. Let's not hear any more bullshit from these crazy woke papers that Johnny is this monster. He's this drug addict, this alcoholic, and he destroys things. That won't be heard anymore. Not in Virginia. Number 7, relationship problems. Mr. Depp has no history of relationship problems. Okay. I won't argue. Sounds good to me. Number 8, employment and or financial problems. Mr. Depp has no major employment or financial problems, meaning the court usually looks upon people in a good light, who hold a job, who fit in society, and they help the wheels go round, and they play their part, and that would be what Johnny Depp has been doing. Number 9. Substance abuse. Alcohol and drug abuse by Mr. Depp is confirmed by evidence and his own report. Mr. Depp has abused alcohol and drugs many times during his life. However, beside Ms. Heard's statements, there is no witness or record of his violent behavior while under the influence, and that's exactly what was going on in the UK and with Benjamin Chew, as they said, put it all on the table. I've talked about this. If you've ever seen Eminem, the final rap battle, he disses himself really hardcore, and there's nothing for the opponent to say. So that's what Johnny did here. Cards on the table. Yes, he does drugs. Yes, he does alcohol. Yes, so does like 60% of the rest of the world or whatever else it is. So that's just such a minor thing to be harping on. It almost doesn't count. Number 10, mental disorder. Mr. Depp has no history of serious mental illness or personality disorders. I'll go with that. Psychological status of the alleged victim. Beyond anxiety related to the uncertain status of the relationship, there are no psychological indicators that Ms. Heard was suffering an intimate partner victimization process during her relationship with Mr. Depp. Perfect. That's what I keep saying here on this channel the whole fucking time when I show pictures of Amber Heard baking bread, driving around with no pants, showing her nipples at Istanbul, going in the mountains, taking a train ride with no mask on, tweeting to Kamala Harris, all this stuff she does that fucking people come around here and say, well, leave Amber alone. Why are you making a video on this stupid little detail? Leave Amber alone. No, fuck it. You know what? It's really important because what that did the whole time, every day, every week, showed her mental capability to be happy, and it showed that she wasn't victimized. Because somebody who's victimized doesn't go out and have a blast during a pandemic and take fake photos like they're going to some Black Lives Matter rally or whatever she was faking that day. They don't get drunk with their friend, Io Tillett. They don't post on Instagram all the time, dancing around, on a beach, on a boat, drinking wine. It's important. It's really important. So if you've missed that, and you've come around here, and you've been like, well, how come you're, making a video on this one little post Amber Heard's doing? This is why. To show her psychological state of mind. Anyway, you guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. Obviously, to a lot of you guys here, we knew this stuff about Johnny Depp. But the news is, and the great thing is, we see it coming out in court now, and they know this stuff. So, anyway, if you're not subscribed here, and you haven't subscribed, consider it. You'll get Depp First Heard, celebrity news, little Meghan Markle, little Britney, whatever comes up that's interesting. And if you don't subscribe, well, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.